Hello, my name is Chris Westman, and today I want to share with you a system I created for a project named Army of Random. I already have it opened here in Unity, and I will go ahead and hit start. In a previous video, I described a component that I created called character generator, and what it does is it randomly generates a character and assigns different meshes and materials to all the different body parts of this character. We'll go ahead and see that in action now. So every time I hit this button, we see a randomly generated character. And what this video is mostly about is how do we save this information? So that's really important because sometimes we like what we see. We like a character. We're like, man, that random assortment looks really cool. And so say we stumble across a character we really like. Maybe this guy. He looks pretty cool. His colors seem to contrast well, and he looks like he's probably believable. What we'll do is we'll go to a section inside of the character generator component called agent generator. And we'll go ahead and hit this generate agent button, and it opens up some parameters. And the first thing you see is the agent name. You don't have to assign an agent name if you don't want to, which is perfectly fine. And we also have another parameter called spawn on generate. And if you don't want to spawn a character, because we already see what he looks like, you can uncheck this. But if you don't have any of these filled out, even the save on generate, which is the main part of this video, it actually doesn't do anything. Nothing happens. It does iterate through this agent spawn count because this gets iterated in the wrong part of the code, but essentially nothing is going to happen. If we just hit the spawn on generate checkbox and then we hit generate no data, we see that our newly generated character gets spawned. And if you want this to work, you have to assign the prefab that you want to be spawned and a spawn location, which is obviously right here in front of our character generator. We'll go ahead and take a look at what was spawned, which is a prefab. And the most important part of this prefab is this agent node assigner. And what this is a component I created that takes the saved information of the generated character and it assigns it to all of these assignable nodes. And when I open this up, you can see we have a head node, body, bag, legs, equipment, and weapon. And this resembles a lot of things that you can see in the character generator in the node settings. And again, if you want to see more information about that, I advise you to go watch the other video. And the cool thing about this agent node assigner is that we can take other character scriptable objects that were saved, even though this one isn't saved, and assign it to this, and it will assign all of the information to the meshes. There we go. So this Delta Nuke military guy was someone I saved a while ago, and I liked it. I hit save. Jungle Shotgun Steve, let's see what he looks like. Jungle Shotgun Steve, has a shotgun. Looks like he belongs in the jungle. Not very creative with naming. And that's pretty much it for spawning and assigning the data to characters, but we want to save, right? So we'll go ahead and delete our prefab and go back to our character generator, and we'll just go ahead and check this box here. And we like how this guy looks, so we'll go ahead and hit generate no data with this checkbox saved, and we'll give him a name called demo character name. Pretty creative. And we'll hit generate no data. Now this time the character is not spawned as quick because we're actually saving a brand new scriptable object into our project folder here called generated agent. And we will go ahead and find our character. What was his name? Demo character name. Here he is. Demo character name with a timestamp appended. And we'll click on that and see what it looks like. And inside of it, it has all of the different nodes, node data that is relevant for the different body parts of the character. And it gets saved as a permanent asset. So even if I hit the stop button here, or hit the play button again to stop, we see that that scriptable object still persists in our project. But however, our prefab is no longer inside of the hierarchy here, which is fine because at least we have the information saved. Now, the cool thing about that is, again, if I want to hit start, hit the start button, and we'll go ahead and hit generate agent. We don't want to save anything. We just want to spawn an agent. Again, because we already saved it, we can go back in and click our prefab that got spawned and assign that character data again. Pretty cool, right? I think it is. This guy is one of my favorites. Heavy Carl, that's what I call him. Now, this is really only practical for design time and while you're in the Unity editor. If you're trying to generate and save data for a published title, it would be a lot more practical to save all of the metadata inside of these scriptable objects to, say, a file or to the cloud or some kind of disk instead of generating an actual scriptable object asset. And that'll be the next logical step in this process to make that an option. But right now it doesn't exist, but it is something I have considered and I have thought about. And for now, that's all I have with this video. I hope you liked it, and thanks.